Oh man, I started off with my camera audio and it was okay, but it wasn't the best, and so I went and I got this Elgato Wave 3. Check out my last video. And it just got such great audio, but it takes up so much space on my desk, and I just wish there was something that it came up and over, but there need to be something attached to it. I just don't know what to do. Whoa. Where did this come from? An Elgato shock mount? I mean, that's great. That goes around it, but there need to be something that would come on my desk and almost come over and attach. Actually, I do know. Inserted doorbell sound? I think I've got a package. What's going on, guys? So I've got the Rode PSA1 Studio Arm right in front of me. I just got this delivered. I ordered this from Guitar Center, and then I got the shock mount as well from Elgato. I picked this up from Best Buy. I had this delivered to my home. I've been waiting, having this sitting to the side of my room for a while until I got this. So if you don't know, there's a couple different brands, but this is kind of the more well-known brand that is out there. They make a ton of microphones, but they also make this PSA1 Studio Arm as well. And then you need the shock mount to go with it, because you need a certain weight or else the arm will just kind of fling up. I will be doing a unboxing kind of slash setup as well. And then after a while of use of this product, or both products, and the mic, I will be doing a review on this whole kind of arm and my setup, my whole audio setup as well. Let's start with the smaller object. I'm just going to get through this really quickly, but we go ahead and we have just this little tape on the side here that I'm going to cut off. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off right here and get right into this. So this is what they're called, the shock mount. It's mainly used for their anti-vibration. As you can see, that's kind of suspension mount. So I believe if you get the blue kind of boom arm that they have, it doesn't require it, but for the Rode, it has a certain weight limit or a certain weight acceptance. It also just kind of bounce up if it doesn't have enough weight attached to it. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up here and slide, I believe, this on out. The Elgato mic was kind of the same packaging, and let's see what we got in here. Nothing else in the box. We're gonna go ahead and throw that over there. You've got your little manual here. You can kind of look through and all the instructions, and I'd imagine the actual setup process and how you go through that. And there's two different mounts, I believe, as well, which we'll get into right now. So you have the actual shock mount right here. Again, nice packaging. If you didn't watch my Elgato Wave 3 video, I'll go ahead and check that out. The packaging is really good on these products. And then here's the actual product itself. So I'll get that in a little bit actually, but this is the actual shock mount. Kind of have these little rubberized kind of things that actually go around the mic, and I'll show that in the setup portion. And then you have these little kind of strings that attach as well. And then you have two different size connections. So I believe I will be using, the smaller one. So this one I most likely will be staying here when I attach it to the PSA1, but we'll go ahead and set that to the side. Awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the PSA1. I've got my shock mount over here. This one doesn't have any tape that I am seeing currently, so we'll go ahead and we'll kind of pry this out here, pry this out and open this up. I'm very excited to get this off my desk and just give me more kind of room and flexibility to move the mic closer to my mouth. But we'll go ahead and we'll slide this out. Wow, that is really stuck in there. Hold on. All right, so as I just dropped the actual kind of attachment here, wow, this is, I don't even be 100% honest with you, I don't know what this is. Okay, we'll find out where that goes. And then we have another kind of attachment here, a smaller attachment, so I'm not sure. We'll find out where that goes as well. And I imagine this is the actual arm itself. Let's see what this is here. Okay, so this looks like it comes in a couple different pieces. I'd imagine this is kind of the actual portion that attaches to the desk. Yep, I would be correct on that. And then, okay, so there's an actual clamp, and then they have a desk version where you would actually screw it through the desk. I'm not going to be doing that. I'll just be doing the kind of clamp version. All right, so this looks like the actual arm itself. I'm gonna probably need these instructions. I think I could probably figure it out on my own, but there's nothing else in the box there. Okay, so this is right here. I don't know if you can see that. This is gonna be the actual kind of, if you were gonna mount it through your desk, as you can see, you would have to screw a hole through it. I don't plan on doing that. And that's the actual mic itself. And then I'd imagine everything that you would need in order for this to work. So it looks like they have these little tabs here. We just kind of take that out like that, and then kind of pull these tabs here, as you can see. Wow, that's got not too heavy, but definitely got some heft to it. Feels like, you know, really good quality. Let's go ahead and we're going to take this tape off. So we'll just cut right there. Super nice protected with this bubble wrap here. Obviously you got spring loaded, so we need to be cautious with that. That's a nice little addition as well. I'll kind of show you that really quickly. They kind of put a foam pad there so they don't rub together in transit, which is awesome. You got these cool little kind of Rode straps here. So this is going to be actually what holds the cable in place. I know some conceal it, but I truly don't mind that much that if they're being exposed, as long as the straps are a really nice feature actually to have. But that's going to be everything that's in the box. You've got this actual portion, and then you have this kind of bolt section, so I'm going to figure out where that would go. And then you have this kind of side clamp. So with this one, you actually, you would have the top portion, so this would go on the bottom of the desk, obviously clamped to the desk in between this little space here, and you can, you know, adjust it like that, which is really nice. And then I will figure out how this attaches, which I'm already seeing how that works with this portion right here. And then in this box was also included this kind of metal thing. I imagine maybe if you didn't have an attachment with your mount like this one already has, then this would probably be the same exact thing, which is kind of what I'm seeing here. But let's go ahead and get right into the setup. Alright, so I have the actual kind of clamp attachment that they provide. I'm not going to go ahead and do the drilling through the desk. I just don't want something that permanent, especially if I want to move it to different parts of my desk. I just don't think it's going to make a lot of sense if I just drill a hole, especially if I move it to another desk. So anyways, I have it clamped here, as you can see. It comes with this really cool kind of attachment, and ignore the mess, please. And it comes with this really cool kind of rod to tighten it, and you can kind of move it back and forth, so it's like if you have tight, you know, if you're tight on space or anything like that, you kind of have the option. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. I think it just makes the most sense. It's closest to my PC for the actual USB cable. So this part is actually going to be done, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the little connection point here with the actual arm itself. Alright, so I have the arm in my hand here, and it kind of has this little peg right here that I assume just goes right in the hole.
That's what she said!
The instructions aren't too detailed, which is kind of annoying. So you can kind of move it a little bit forward over here, and obviously, like it right now, it just has no weight on the tip or towards the end, so it's just gonna kind of bounce right up. So obviously the next part of this is I just need to kind of put the actual end to it on and see how that looks. What is going on, guys? So I finished the setup of the Rode PSA1 Studio Arm. You have no idea how excited I am to get this off of my desk. I was for a week reaching around my microphone just to type on my keyboard. No one needs to be doing that. So I got this just to get it off my desk, get it closer to my beautiful voice so you can hear me clearly and get the most out of the Elgato Wave 3, watch out for the full review video on that soon, I promise. As well as once I get testing of the arm, I will do a full review as well, kind of just my full audio setup for YouTube. Setup wasn't super difficult, didn't take too long. I had to switch out some of the threading. The threading that came with the actual shock mount just didn't fit with the Rode kind of attachment here at the end, so I had to use the thread that actually Rode gives you. So just kind of a heads up as well. But starting out with the base, they have two kind of attachments. So they have the one that clamps to your desk, and then they have the one that drills through your desk. To me, that was just too permanent. I know I changed my mind a lot. And what if I wanted to change it to the right side? I'd have two holes. I just went with the clamp version. As you can see, you can kind of screw it based off, obviously, different people are gonna have different thickness of desk. So like mine, I just screwed all the way. I have kind of probably a thinner desk than usual. And if you had a thicker one, obviously, it would be able to adapt to that as well. And they have a really cool feature, like the rod kind of goes through a loop where you actually twist it. So if you're tight on space or whatever, which I have my drawer here. So I had to put it through, tighten it, and then put it back through. Just really cool features like that. And then you kind of go up along the arm. Obviously, this is kind of a separated frame compared to other arms. So they have these cool little straps that go along the top that hold the wire. And obviously, they've got the Rode branding there. I don't mind that. It's real subtle, but it's a really cool feature. And obviously, I'm going to mess around with, you know, where they need to go. And it's just a really cool kind of aesthetic feature to kind of cling these to the actual frame. And then obviously connects to my PC. And then towards the end here, you have the actual kind of clamp function. So there's kind of these two screws here that obviously control whether it tilts up or down. And then this kind of swivel portion is obviously due to the shock mount itself. You can kind of go left, right, and then you can go down as well. So obviously I want to get like a full kind of week or two of just messing around with this, making different YouTube videos. And just seeing, does it make a difference? And two, do I like it? Do I like, you know, and then initially the spring was kind of just warming up, so it would just kind of bounce up randomly, and then it would make kind of spring sounds. It's still kind of doing it, which is really annoying. So hopefully after a while of using it and moving it around, things like that won't happen. But this has been the unboxing and review of the Rode PSA1. Like I said, look out for both the Elgato and the Rode full video review. But I hope you liked this video, the cheesy intro. I just had to do it. Leave a like down below, comment. I read all the comments. I reply to all the comments. I'm here for what you have to say. Subscribe, it helps me out a lot. Lets me know I'm doing the right thing and lets me know I'm going the right direction. I love just talking about tech. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.